everybody. Make some noise for him. Keep that going for our next comedian. Give it up for Clay Beiersdorf.
What's up, everybody? My first time up here in St. Charles. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. For those of you who haven't seen me before, my name is Clay, and I am also a U.S. Army veteran. So just know if you don't clap at my jokes, I'm going to take that as you hating the troops. Never mind. I spent 6 years in the Army, did 2 deployments overseas. People ask me all the time what being deployed is like, and honestly, it's a really tough question to answer, to be honest with you. You know, because what am I supposed to say? What's it like being completely removed from your friends and family, seemingly cut off from the rest of the civilized world? You guys, it freaking rocks, all right? You know how much stuff I got out of whenever I was deployed? Sure, the whole terrorism thing sucked, but you know what didn't? Not having to mow the grass, because there was none. Not having to sit in traffic, because there was none. Not having to talk to my dad, because I didn't want to. It was the best. In fact, if you ask me, the Army should change their recruiting slogan to something like, United States Army, want to get away? I am a veteran, though I'm actually a disabled veteran, believe it or not. I was blown up by a suicide bomber in Afghanistan in 2014. These guys love that. Y'all laughed way too quickly at that one. I was blown up by a suicide bomber in 2014. It left me with a pretty traumatic brain injury and partial deafness in my right ear. But if you think that's bad, you should see the other guy. Just glad you guys got that joke. Sometimes it could bomb harder than he did. Speaking of bombing, I bombed a few weeks ago at another mic, so it's good to get a few laughs this evening. I appreciate everybody coming out again. I always get a kick out of the phrase bombing whenever it's used in comedy. As someone who has bombed and been bombed before, I can confirm that those two experiences are not the same. I always get a kick out of swapping stories with other comedians about times that they've bombed. My story usually wins. If all this talk about bombing is too traumatic for you, I just want to say congratulations. You've now made an already sad situation completely about yourself. Your transformation to every white woman on Instagram is complete. I suffer from a little something called PTSD. For those of you unfamiliar with what that is, it's called an acronym. Read a book. But no, it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder, or what I like to refer to as a pretty tight sickness, dude. I've done my best to manage it over the years. I'm not going to lie to you guys. A good mix of therapy and medication has got me to a good spot today, but I still deal with a few lingering side effects, the first of which is I can get reoccurring headaches, which I'm sure a lot of you are experiencing right now listening to me talk, so I appreciate your understanding. Thank you for your service. Doctors tell me to do a really poor job of focusing whenever I'm talking to people. At least that's what I think they said. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention at the time. They'll also go on to tell me that I do a really poor job of maintaining eye contact whenever I'm talking to people, which honestly I've got to push back on because I think I do an excellent job of maintaining eye contact whenever I'm talking to people, so I don't know where they get that one from. That's going to be all for me. Thanks so much, everybody.